Okay, we are still in the hazardous emergency decision, and we just performed a multiple ring buffer, and now we're going to do is locate evacuation areas and shelters and buildings to be evacuated. We must isolate schools that are within 1/2 to 1 mile from the incident scene. These schools are potential shelters for evacuees. We will see that no schools are within 1/2 mile of the incident. So I'm gonna turn on schools. Therefore, no school must be evacuated. So to decide how many people must be evacuated, we must isolate the residences with the half-mile evacuation area. We will use the dual processing tool CLIP, which extract input features that overlay the CLIP features. We show that in previous video. So on the analysis tab in the tool group, we will click CLIP, so which is right here already for us. So for input feature, for sure we will have a school. CLIP feature will be our buffer zones. So buffer, okay, incident multiple ring buffer, and output I will say shelters. So here instead of school CLIP, it will be shelters. And then we don't have to put other things, so we just say run if the school layer is turned on, and we will turn it off. So I'm gonna turn it off, so you can see those will be the shelter. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next step, we will isolate the buildings within the half-mile buffer that must be evacuated. To do this, we must first select the half-mile buffer. So we will turn on buildings. So where are buildings? Turn on buildings. I don't think, maybe I didn't add buildings. So right here, buildings. So buildings. Now I'm gonna do the multiple ring buffer. So I'll go to appearance. I'm gonna do a little transparent so we can see buildings is inside it. And for building above incident buffer in the contents pane on the map tab in the selection group, we will click select tool. So I'm gonna go back to map and select tool. And on the map, we will select 5-mile buffer ring buffer here. So I'm gonna move the buildings on top. I'm gonna deselect. I might have to reselect again. There. So the select buffer feature is now highlighted in cyan. So we will use the CLIP tool again for the buildings. So then CLIP again, go back to analysis CLIP. So here our input feature will be buildings, and CLIP feature will be the multiple ring buffer, and this one we will say evacuated buildings, evacuated underscore buildings, and then we will run. So then we will turn off the building layer, and we can see the buildings is within it. So within it, we will have the building. We will symbolize it and right click on symbology and choose unique values. So right click on it and go to symbology, unique values, and then field. For field, we will do is type. Then we will have add value, and we will not show all other values. So for C, I'm gonna type a label. For C, of course, it will be commercial. For I, it will be industrial. And for O, open space. And for P, it will be public. And for SFR, it will be single family resident. Okay, perfect. And Okay, then everything showed up, and clear in the box, we're going to deselect the 0.5 buffer zone, and we have a tools that help us to do the analysis. So these tools can provide both visual and quantitative information to the first responders. So we will right click on the evacuate building and click open attribute table. So open the map tab and we will select by attribute. So select by attribute tool allows us to evacuate query on the data. So the geoprocessing pane opens with evacuated buildings as the query layer and a new selection as the selection type. We must add expression. So select by attribute. So select by attribute. So evacuate buildings. And then for here we will add a class, new selection, very good. And then we will field, we will choose this type. And then for operator, we will say equal to, and for the final drop down, we will choose single family. Click add, we will verify for this expression here. Type is equal to SFR and click add and click run. So now our selection will return 1059 of the total out of 1,114 buildings. We can see this here. And we will write an incident report, and keep in mind that our incident report, let's see, that we have to put in mind that a detailed account for what has happened, and here are some traits of a good incident report. We will have this is accurate and specific, and the report does not access brain. This factual assessment has leaves out some opinions. So we could just answer some of the question that we now have a detailed information to the information with to the first responders, and remembering that this incident happened at 4 a.m. and we must quickly write a report. Consider the following focus question. And how many residential buildings are in the danger area? Where are the residential buildings located? What percentage of the buildings are residential? What schools will work best as a designated shelter for the people evacuated in the southeast quadrant? And what schools will work best as a designated shelter for the people evacuated in the southwest quadrant? And how many hospitals or urgent care facilities are available? What is the difference between these types of facilities? So now for deliverable 2, we will do a map of redirected traffic patterns and drive times to nearest fire stations. So the following part of the exercise requires either a local network or a service-hosted network in ArcGIS Online or Portal. For ArcGIS, we will use the local network to create evacuation routes and an online service to create service areas. So remember, we are using the online service. Credits are consumed. For this part of the analysis, we will need to make a new map. So I'm gonna close out everything. So now I'm gonna do a new map, insert map. Okay, so now we have a new map called map 1. So I'm gonna drag it here. So to rename, I'm gonna go to view and catalog pane, and then up map, and map 1 I'm gonna rename it. So this one, it will be Springfield hazard. So now we will create a map showing redirected traffic patterns and drive times. So we want the new map to contain all the layers and a symbolization shown in the Springfield hazard map. So we will right click and copy Springfield hazard and paste the map and rename and copy route services areas, route service areas. So Oh, that's fine. I have this, and let me just delete it. I'm gonna copy this and paste it. So this one, it will be routes, service, areas, and the first one, it will be Springfield hazard. Okay. After renaming the map, we can double click the map and see the two maps that we can toggle between. So let me double. Okay, I'm gonna open this up. So we can toggle between open this, open that, open this, open that. Okay, we can link multiple views together and dock them side by side. We can also link multiple map views together within the same project. So on the view tab in the link group, we will click the link view to allow to select a mode and select center and scale. So link view, center and scale, so that I can do side by side. So we can zoom to the buffer area. So I'm gonna put it side by side there. So I'm gonna close this out, and I can just and a sync cell, which is very nice. And we will check the route service area map besides the spring break hazard, and we will zoom to the buffer area after the immediate area is secure and the house is to be evacuated. Having identified the right direction of traffic is critical, and in the part of the video, we will determine the alternative traffic routes and identify intersections requiring a police presence. So for this analysis, the imagery map, so I'm gonna put imagery map back on. So that base map, add imagery. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to insert, share, not in view. I'm gonna bring catalog back. Gonna highlight this content. So this one I didn't add anything, so I'm gonna check the topology. Yeah. So base map imagery, that symbol for the buffer layer, we will do it just in an outline. So I'm gonna do it now for buffer zone. I'm just gonna do an outline. So go to symbology. Okay, no color, and then red. Click apply. This is too tiny. I'm gonna do is maybe 3. No, 5, 2. Okay. There. Click apply. Then the same for the other one. The issue is back to appearance, and we are not gonna do transparent at all. Click apply. There, and the imagery, I'm not gonna show this because just have a lot of work. Where's my view and content? Okay, and then gonna change the base map and base map imagery there. So now we have here, and we map dtools around the accident scene. So for the dtool in this video, we will use a network analysis system. So a network analysis system is a system interconnected elements that represent possible routes from one location to another. So using a network, we can analyze movement patterns. So most common network analysis is finding the shortest path between the 2 points. So when we solve transportation-related problems, the analysis results add to a route analysis layer. So a route layer is added to the contents pane and includes several sublayers that hold the inputs and outputs of the analysis. So the route layer references the local network that is represented by USA StreetNet in the content pane, so this layer can be turned on, but it works even when it is not on. So here in the contents pane that I have here, USA StreetNet changes the name, the route. Let's see, where's the route? I see highway. I don't see USA Street. Okay, USA Street. Route analysis. So network analysis. So go to analysis and then network analysis. Okay, route. So now I have a route. Just wait a little bit. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I have a route. So my route shows here. So I'm gonna rename it. So to rename the route, it will be north, south, evacuation. So on the route tab, that we will click import stops and choose the following parameters. So right click on it and import stops. Okay. On the route, click import stops. On the route tab, okay, right here. So import stops right here. So import stops so that north-south evacuation. So the output geometry, input network analysis. So import here. It's not coming up. Oh, right here, right here. Add locations. Okay, and sublayer, it will be stops and input input locations. Stops 1. Stops 1. Okay, I think I do have a stops 1. Let me show stops 1 and zoom to layer. So it's right there, right here, okay? And then we don't have to do anything back to the add location. Where is the route? Right here. Go click run. Something wrong is here. So stops does not contain valid input for any route. Okay, so I have a stop south evacuation and stops 1, and let's run it again. Here it says network analysis solver could not determine a solution. So check message returned by, okay, let's see what's going on here. So, or any stops, okay. So after running the tool, and we have stops, okay. Okay, I add it here, and we have to run here and then there. So that was the issue, okay. I forgot to run this add location. I didn't add a location. That was the issue. So after running the tool, we see 2 stops between placed on the highway, and one is north and the other is south, and the stops represent locations where the main highway must be close to traffic. So now on the map tab, we'll click select and select 5 miles buffer. So go back to map and click select the select the 0.5 buffer. So on the map tab, so map tab is here, we will select the 0.5 buffer right here. And the 0.5 buffer is the area must be evacuated. And then we will select south-north evacuation. So north-south evacuation right here. And on the route tab, so now in the contents pane, this step will activate the route tab on the map ribbon, so which is right here. And we will select north sequence. No, not the sequence. I select this, okay. We will click allow besides import stops and choose import on the route tab in the import data group. Import data group, and then here import import polygon barriers. Okay, import polygon barriers. So that on the route tab here and the import data group, which is right here, and the arrow besides import stops, and which is right here, and there are drop down menu. So I did was the import polygon barriers. So import source data features that are as polygon barriers into the active network analysis layer. So in the geoprocessing pane, so that I have it here, for input location will be incident buffer. Incident buffer, I think it will be my incident buffer. Geoprocessing for input location. Input location, let's see. It should be in module 1. Module 1. Oh, so I still have to do this and sublayer polygon barrier and input location. So incident buffer, and then we are now ready to create the detour. The route solver will determine a route from the northern stop to the southern stop, but avoid the half-mile evacuation zone. So on the analysis tab, in the analysis group, we will click run. So now I'm gonna click run here first. If I click here run, it might not run. So this one runs. Let's see what's going on here. Run. So now it detours for us. So okay. And on the route tab, let's see, where is the route? Okay, route tab. And we will click directions. Let's see, directions. Okay, directions report. And then we can get a direction report here. So on the route tab in the report group, and we'll click route direction, which is here. And we will see how the route solver routes around the evacuation, and this route change is the first of the 3D tool we will use to create. And back on the analysis tab again, so in the tool group, we will click analysis again and select route. Okay, analysis, and then route again. Alright, close this out. So in this, close everything out. Okay, so then this step creates another route in the contents pane. So we will name it southeast evacuation. So this one is north and south, north and south. Okay, north and south. And then we say this, the new one, it will be north and east. Oh, south, east, evacuation. And on the route tab, we will click import data. So then stops and stops 2, I think. And then we will run and import polygon barriers. Gonna run again. Okay, this should be wrong. So okay, I import it and then I can do polygon. Insert polygon barriers and then multiple ring buffer. So my multiple ring buffer, I think something wrong is here. Multiple ring buffer should be the incident buffer. Buffer type. Distance, okay. We didn't have to save anything, so let's see again. Alright, so incident multiple ring buffer. Input locations, and then we don't need those fields. Let's close it out and import the barrier again. Polygon, yeah, that works. Okay, there, and then I'm gonna click run. Where is, oh, polygon barriers, okay. So for polygon barriers, I'm gonna do no color, and then I'm gonna do pink, okay, and 1 to 2.5, okay. There, that's one, and then the second one, the same, no color, and let's do this, and 1, 2, click apply, okay. There. Alright, so now, yeah, this one does went through here. So I already run this already. Okay, and then let's run this, and we have a second route. And we will find another one. So the same one, I'm gonna go back to analysis and click route. So we find another new route. And this time it will be southwest evacuation, southeast and southwest. Okay. That's a little weird. Okay. Evacuation. And this time we add stop 2. Stop 2. So go back to route and import stops and stop 2. And click OK. And we will add a barrier. Okay. How come it's always the same? This time I'm just gonna go no color, 0.5. One is fine, the other it is not. Okay, something wrong is here. So the first two route it's fine, and then the third we have to double check again. So this one, okay, let me import stops again. This is just one. Click run. This is one, okay, and this is two. For two, our stops is stops 2. The other it should be stop 3. Click run. Then where is stop 3? Import, let's see, stop 3. Click run. There, it has to be 3. Okay. They give more multiple choices here. And I already add the barrier. So it depends where your area and everything is. So I think something wrong is here. So write a brief message for here. Well, the motor vehicle Department of Motor Vehicle can send out in a text message to inform motorist or detour's time and mileage. So that's basically the detour here. And now we're going to exporting route feature and deleting layers. So after the evacuation routes have been determined, we will export the route features into the geodatabase and then delete the route layers, sublayers from the content pane. So in the content pane, in the south-north evacuation layer, so which is this one, and right-click on it, and then we have a route, and then choose to data. So that's route. Go to data and then export feature. So export feature in the geoprocessing pane, we will rename this layer. Okay, output feature. So that route 1, it will become north south evacuation. And we will remove the route layer and its sublayer from the contents pane, and we will repeat the same. So we just need the route. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this, and then for this, I'm gonna right click on here and go to data, export features. So, and here I will say the second one is south east evacuation. Okay, there was something wrong with those layers. So the first one, it should go this way. I don't know why today. Just I think maybe the software updated, so it's not exactly like the book. So alright, so now I have this one, and then I'm gonna remove it, and I will do another route here. Go to data, and from data we will export features. From export features, this one is let me see, southwest west evacuation, and click run. So we should have everything now. I'm gonna remove this. So now that's the route we have. Okay, route 3 is just weird. Okay, just go from everywhere. I think it might build up 2 because I run it twice. That's fine. So now we will have the service area of fire stations that they will come to help out. So to do that, we will have to create some service area map. That service area of fire stations we will do is that we're going to because of the volatile nature of the black powder, that's really scary, and the 5 closest fire department were notified. A surface area analysis layer is used in determining the area of accessibility within a given cutoff cost from a facility location. So in these circumstances, we will determine 2 and 4 and 6 minutes drive times from the 5 closest fire station. And in order to calculate service areas, we will reference ArcGIS Online Route Services based on a network data set hosted in the cloud, because the previous network lacked speed and time designations to calculate routes, and we cannot use the network to calculate service areas. So now we will turn on the fire station. So I don't want schools anymore because I cannot see. Okay, fire station. I'm gonna change the color, just weird color. I cannot see well. Click apply. There. So now we can see the fire station, and we will change the base map to dark gray canvas. Perfect. So if I change it to dark gray canvas, I still can see that. Okay, dark gray canvas. Okay. Now I can see my fire station as well. So now we will first choose the first fire station. Choose the fire station that are within 3 miles of the incident. So on the map tab, we will click select by location. So I'm gonna select by location, and of course this will be fire station. New selection, add a class, so distance. So I'm gonna choose fire station within a distance. So here will be within a distance. New selection, relationship within a distant. Within a distant. Oh, select by location. Okay, that's why I don't see it. Fire station within a distance. Okay, within a distance, so that I need 4 miles. And here we will select type, new selection, that's fine. Click run. And once I run it, and we have a fire station within a distance, and selecting feature, I should put incident. And then click run. If not, everything will be selected. Okay, so now we will see that near here, those state fire stations are turning into cyan color, which is perfect. In the contents pane, right click on the fire station layer and go to data and export features. So that I'm gonna right click on here and go to data and export features. In the geoprocessing pane for output feature class, we will rename here fire station. Select a fire station. Okay, and then click run. So now we have, let me turn this off. So now we only have the fire station that is close to the incident that is going to come over and help out. On the analysis tab, back in analysis tab again. In the tools, so tools here group, we will click network analysis. So change network. So I will say change network, data source very last, and so click network analysis and choose change network data source. Change network data source, where it is. Groups tool. Tool groups. So change. let's see again. So it says in the analysis tab, tool groups, okay, which is right here, and network analysis. I don't have it anymore. Network data source, okay. Change network data source. Oh, right here, down bottom. We will change the first one and click OK. So remember that we cannot use the network that we use to calculate routes because it does not have a speed or time designation. So we will click network analysis and choose service area to generate drive time polygon. So network analysis service area, there. So now we have a service area. A service area layer is added to the contents pane. So we wait a little bit and then we will say that rename it times from fire stations. And then later we will have to import facilities. And then the same we will repeat. Okay, so the area service and service area, we will have to import facilities that for import facilities we will have an add location tool open in the geoprocessing pane. So for the tool we will have here is input is time from service time from fire station. I need to rename here this first. Service area time from fire station. It's not times. Times sounds more like how many times you gonna travel. And then here we have facilities, input location. Input location will be fire stations. And then use geometry and address. Address tolerance will be 500. So fire station, time from fire station, facilities, and fire station, use geometry, address, and then 500 meters, and click run. So the search area forces a fire station to be made coincident with a road edge even if the station is not exactly on a road or intersection. So the service solver will only select the 7 fire stations that we will have selected as within 4 miles of the incident. So I run it and then we click here run again. So but cutoff I will have to set up is 246, okay, 2 comma and then 4 comma and 6. So now we're gonna run. Alright, so in the analysis group, oh, I need to change something here. I forgot. So let's cancel first. So that I have here in always away from facility, driving time, not using time, standard precision, and then overlap, not overlap, dissolve, and we'll have a rings and gonna run it. So in the analysis tab, we will click run to create the service area. So for the geometry, output geometry, I already said dissolve. So now it's beautiful. So after the service area have been generated, we will want to export the service area polygon features into the geodatabase so that we can use them for additional analysis. So after exporting, we can then delete the service area layer from the contents pane after we generate service areas. So these are the service areas. So and then, of course, in the contents pane in the times from station service area, we will right click on the polygons, right click on it, and then go to data, export data, choose export as a features. So then gonna save it as a service areas. And click run. So once I have it run, and then after exploring the layer, the exported data will be added as a new layer to the contents pane. So we will symbolize this layer. So I'm gonna uncheck this and select not the selected service area and right click on it, and then label 3 categories, 2 to 4 minutes. So gonna go to appearance and symbology and click unique values, and go will be travel minutes. Where is the travel minutes? So where is the travel time? It should have the travel time. So service areas, and then go to open attribute table. To break, yeah, it's in to break. Yeah, to break as the value field. Okay, to break. Right click on it and symbology, unique value, and it's to break, and then I already add that. So not show everything, and label to min 2 minute, and then 4 minutes, 4 minutes, and 6 minutes. Alright, I have it. Okay, so 2 minutes, 6 minutes, 4 minutes. And what about the color? The color is fine. Travel time. Click more, clear show. Okay, I already did that. We will want to arrange the layer and create appropriate size symbols and color ramp. We should complete this map before continuing here. So I'm gonna change the color. So symbology, and we will use the same tool that I think. Alright. Okay. Alright. And then go back. Alright, so be this one. I'm gonna jump 2. Oh, jump 1 is fine. Click apply. Click apply, and then go back. There, use the same tool. There. I can do a little transparent there. Okay. So now our everything is ready, and I'm gonna save it. So save the project. So now we change the size, we change everything. It just look like this. Okay. And then where is the buffer zone? Yeah, buffer zone. Let me move it up. Okay. Okay, now everything looks good. So once the analysis is complete, we still must develop a solution to the original problem and present the result in a compelling way to the first responders in this particular situation. And the presentation of the various data displays must explain what they show and how they contribute to solving the problem. So in some cases, the simplest data display is the best. We must judge the needs of the audience who will view and use the map. Throughout this exercises, we will introduce different kinds of summary data displays that we can use. So for this hazmat spell, so the first responders and the other law reinforces personnel have asked for an outline for an online web map that they can access on their mobile devices. So here we will create and publish a simple web map. To do that, we will continue, and then I can just view from my cell phone, then I can show to others. So which is really nice. That we will continue to do is deliverable an online web map showing the critical facilities and traffic patterns and drive times. So now we can share the map or selected layers within a map as a web layer, and the layer in the map we will publish next are all feature layers that support querying, visualization, and editing. So we will share the map as a web layer. So I'm already citing and I would be able to share online very quick. So the first one we will do is to prepare the map to share. We will once again, must make a new map. I think that's weird if I make a new map. I'm not gonna make a new map, so route service, we will have the 2 map listed here, and we will right click, copy this, and rename this, and we will now have 3 maps in the category. Okay, we share everything, I think. Center and scale, and move natural hazards. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do then. Where is the previous map? Okay, I'm gonna go back to view and category pane and bring this up, and I'm gonna change this. Oh, that's fine. So, and I will make it center and scaled. Copy paste for the route map service area. So then this one I will have to rename it. Let me rename it first. I don't know if I open it I still can rename it. Oh no. Okay, so close it out and close it out. Okay, close it one more out. Okay, so now finally I can rename it. Okay, so this will be Springfield Hazard Evacuation. Okay, so that, and then I'm gonna where did it go? There. Okay, so now I have 3 all together. So choose center and scale, okay. So when I move one and then the other moves, okay, perfect. I don't want to select map and clear, okay. I don't want to select anything. Now we want to remove all the layers that we do not want to share for the Springfield Hazard Evacuation map. So now this one is activated, and we have determined that the following layers should be shared, and we will have arranged them here. So we will have to select it, selected fire station, we want it, okay. And then shelters, so where is our shelters? So yeah, shelters, okay. Shelters, okay. And then the third one, hospital and urgent. Hospital and urgent, hospital and urgent. Care. Yeah, perfect. Hospital and urgent care. There. Okay. So select a fire station, shelters, hospital unit, care, and then southwest evacuation, and then the southeast evacuation. Hospital move up, okay, and then this evacuation. And we have highways. Highways, perfect, highways, okay, I'm gonna move up. So we have highways. and then we will have an incident. Where is our incident? Oh, right here, incident. Highway incident, evacuated buildings, and then incident buffer, incident multiple ring buffer. Okay, service areas, okay. Alright, so the other I don't need it, I just remove it, okay. So or dark gray reference, okay, remove, okay. Fire station, remove, okay. This buildings, remove, okay. School, I think we have a schools, okay. Selected location. Oh, we might not need schools, okay. And then stops the junction street, that's fine. Right click and remove all other layers. To keep the map from being completely dominated by the service area, we will make the service area 50% this is 50% up here. Yeah, I will do 60. Okay, 60. Okay, all right. 60%. Okay, and then I'm gonna save it again. And now I can share the web map. So on the web map, share as a group. So share as a group. So share layer, and then I will say that share tab, share as a group. What right here? Web layer. Okay, publish web layer. So now, and we will rename the map. Okay, I think it's fine. And then summary, it will be feature. So rename the map and public web layer. Okay, and then summary. So evacuation, emergency management, and traffic routes for black powder spill in Springfield, Virginia, and text Virginia. Okay, and I will just do sharing individual. Okay, everyone, and click analyze, and then publish. Everything is fine. Then I'll just publish. And now we will go to ArcGIS Online and see this map, and we will have to do something here. So everything is ready, and now I'm gonna go to ArcGIS Online. We haven't published for a while, so yay, we got to publish maps again. Sign in. And it should lead us to here. So now my account, it should be in my contents. So when you sign in, you click contents, and now wait a little bit. We will see the Springfield hazard. Once we see the Springfield hazards, we will add to new map, and then we will access the online map in ArcGIS Online. So from my contents, so all my contents. So go to all my contents. It's not coming up yet. It's still uploading. And once everything is done, I should see in here. So let's just wait from here. That we will have Springfield hazards, and we will add that. We will find that layer and add a layer to the new map for editing control, and we will simply name for each layer. In the contents pane, we will point to the first layer and click more options rename, and we can remove the Springfield hazards, and we will repeat here. And the base map, we can just change it into imagery. And once we have everything, we can just save as, then we will type, that will be our web map, and I will have to do it so once it's ready. So now I'm gonna close this up. So while we are waiting, I think I will download the next exercises. So the second one, we will have to do skirting the spill in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina. So it's a spell that we will do is I'm going back here to look for the data. So it will be 0B, 01B, so all views, 01B, MAC data. I think this is the one. It doesn't have the other one, so MAC data. Flammable gas, okay. So once I have this, and then I'm gonna do is I will download the other one so I don't have to go back here. I don't want to. So a law enforcement decision. So for the crime data, we have a DC data. So let's find DC data. Virginia DC data. Okay. So and we have a DC data, and then after DC data, let's see what data it is. So DC San Diego data. And we should be good for a while, and then until next time, this is San Diego data. And for composite imageries, I think we will have I saw it. It will be Checkapus. So it will be Checkapus. This, yeah, Chesapeake data. And after this, we will have Las Vegas data. So I'm gonna download Las Vegas data. Perfect. Alright, so now I should be good until module 5. So this book total is 9. So why don't I just download everything so that I don't have to go back in this website. I really don't want to. Okay, Chesapeake data, I already have it. I think it's the same one. And then let's see. Let's download a little bit more. So and actually for later they just work on the it's more raster data for the supervision and supervised classification and unsupervised classification. So and next I will have is watershed and setting the environment. So the data. So the next one data will be extract package. Yeah, chapter 6 still using the same data. That's a little weird. Okay. Then I think I'm good until then we have a Las Vegas again for chapter 6. Let's see chapter 7. Chapter 7 we will have a Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore data. So I can just download Baltimore data. Oh, I just need once. Okay. Cancel this one. Okay. Cancel it for me. Cancel this one. Okay. Cancel. Okay. Oh, showing folder. I think I'm gonna delete it. It's not show up. That's fine. I will delete later. So we have a Baltimore data, and then all the data is here. You just have to download it. It's a little annoying. But it's good that now I know I can just rely on the ArcGIS platform, but sometimes it's difficult to download it. Okay, here we have a San Francisco. And then James, this JMU, Jamestown University. Where did it go? Okay, yeah, solar data. That will be chapter A. So this one is for chapter A. And for chapter A, and then we have is present the layout. And this is the SF, okay, San Francisco solid data. And chapter 9 we will use Virginia forest data. Okay, and the last one, yay, the last one, I hope I don't have to come back here anymore. So the project 2 we will use is the forest data. The forest data, which is the Pennsylvania forest data. Okay, Kachina, we already have it, so that's all the data. So 1, 2, 14, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I think you're total 15. I don't need to show the virus. Hopefully you don't give me virus. So alright, so now let's see if our contents here is refreshing. Okay, it's already done publishing. So I'm gonna refresh again. So now this is our Springfield. That what we will do is we say we will add to click on here, and I will say viewer, add to a new map. Yeah. Add to a new map that now we see everything here and we see all the contents. So click my contents and we have everything, and find the spring hazard evacuation layer, point to the arrow and add to the new map with a full editing control tool. I think I do have a full editing control. Yeah. With the full editing control, so I didn't choose that, so but it's not too late. Okay, so now everything is added here, and let's see some of the layer. Okay, service area, there, that's my service area. Okay, now we have everything in contents pane, first layer. Okay, so evacuation. So I'm gonna click this menu and say rename it. Where is the rename tool? Yeah, rename it. So rename it, it's just too long here. I'm just say Springfield hazard and click OK. And repeat this map. Oh my god. And then I'm gonna rename it again. So I think I just delete everything here. It's just tedious, so rename. Okay, delete. Oh my god, rename, delete. Okay. I wish I could do something that I don't have to manually delete things. Right now, it's not an option. So, that's something we could think about, how to write a code, and I can just delete all those. I think even when I write a code, I might have to still have to delete that as well. Okay, and I have some more to go. So rename, so I can be familiar where is rename. I shouldn't add stop too, okay. But I want it there so it shows up, so I know where it's where from where, so I thought it was nice, so. And I shouldn't use those neither, but no, you will never know. If one day I will come back to play the data and I want to look around as well, so I need some of the layer to help out. Okay, so now we will save the map. Save. Okay, save. And then the title, it will be Springfield hazard evacuation. Text will be learning. Learn resources plus okay, and then hazardous, so text, so summary, hazardous black powder spill in Springfield, Virginia, VA. Click Save Map, and then that's it. So now I can access my map from my cell phone. So next we will do is do skirting display in McBurden County with Carolina. The same way we will do it here. I think it's gonna take us 2 hours, so I will break down 1 hour for each of the video so that you can understand, and if you want to get the data, you can do it along with me. So